Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week. And what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll set up to throw. And able to find Green. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Back to throw. And he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. The numbers for Green a week ago, 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after it. He'll drop to throw. He's got Green. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. They will be led out by their 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. Now in his 16th season, the veteran Ben Roethlisberger.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 16 carries, 70 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players at his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's a keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
They run with Connor. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We'll look now at our starting defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Green brings it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2nd down and inches. Finding Green complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll set up the throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down.
Ready? 94.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West kick off 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 out on the West Coast from CenturyLink Field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And the catch made by Johnson. 11 more on that one and another first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back to throw here. Green's got it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Green. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the end. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Ryan Tannehill, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Connor, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
It's caught by Bryant. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Let's get it.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14. He's got Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll set up to throw. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He'll look to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A run by Connor on first down and a good one as he'll get about 7 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for...
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception, we'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Finding Green complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back to throw now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Connor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On second down, it's Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On third down, it's Connor. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard, 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 30 base. All right, D. Snap.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.